Rita, tell us, take your angst out on this particular story of Texas elementary schoolers and Pride Week.
Well, yeah, we're talking elementary schools. We're talking about primary school age children, very young children, being forced to take part in these pride marches. And Texas, of all places, but of course, when you have a little closer look, it's Austin, so it's not really Texas.
Not really Texas.
It's California, Texas. And also, the parents weren't part of this. A lot of parents didn't even know it was happening. They deliberately tried to conceal some of this. Why? Why do kids need to be exposed to gender orientation?
It was kept secret. The fact that it was kept secret.
This is, to me, like they're talking to young children, elementary school kids, right? Not high schoolers who are sexual, but like primary school kids, little kids about sexuality, gender, all these issues, and then they're telling them, "Don't tell mom and dad about it."
That is creepy.
Grooming.
That's grooming. Okay, groomer.
They should be in jail. Seriously,
honestly, it is. Yeah.
Look.
And that's why Ron DeSantis in Florida brought in the bill he did from kindergarten through to grade 3. So we're talking 4 to 7-year-olds. You can't introduce these concepts in the classroom. For that, he's been called like transphobe, a bigot. Disney has gone off about it.
And they lied and said that it's a don't say gay bill, which it isn't.
Absolutely.
But I tell you, all of these things were completely predictable prior to the same-sex marriage debate. People chose to ignore them. That's their choice. James, we have a professor now who's telling us, don't worry about inflation.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about inflation. Not a problem. Why?
Well, because, there's all sorts of things that you can do to, deal with the fact that American prices are heading in the direction of Venezuela's right now. And so there's all sorts of things that you can do. Well, just don't drive anywhere. Just take the bus. Well, in the words of the Family Guy, you take a bus. And also, not only that, they're saying, just don't eat meat. Lentils are great. And they're even saying, look, if your pet needs cancer, chemotherapy, expensive treatments, well, maybe it's just time to say goodbye to Fluffy. This is the brave new world of Biden that he has brought in here, where your life as an American in what should be the most prosperous free country in the world is now being told to take some commie bus, eat mung beans, and kill your dog.
Well, maybe you can eat your dog. I mean, if you've got no meat in your diet. But this article was incredible because it was saying, giving this advice, Rowan, for anybody who was earning less than $300,000 per annum. So we're not talking about the impoverished who, have to catch the bus or can't afford meat. Anyone under $300,000, forget about your pet. If you get sick, put it down because you can't afford that. That was the advice in the piece. And catch the bus.
This is absolutely
Joe Biden is turning America into what's that
Build
country?
Back better?
What's that country?
Yeah.
Venezuela. But it is absolutely an elite war on the middle class. When you say under $300,000, which is a lot of coin, this is the absolute top of the tree, 1%ers on the left. Remember when it was all about Occupy Wall Street and go after the 1%? Well, no. The 1%, they're going after you.
You know what? Occupy Wall Street crazies had the right idea. They just had completely the wrong target for the venom. But there is something to be said for this elite, the swamp, whatever you want to call it. And they are just anti-human. They were the ones who were the biggest proponents of the lockdowns and school closures because it didn't impact them. They're the they can stay at home.
They've got their private jets.
Absolutely.